we are all plunging straight towards. Hey vlog, welcome back to a new video. We're here in Santander for only 2 days. We got here last night and today is Saturday. We're gonna go on the boat even though it's a bit cloudy. We're at my auntie's and uncle's house and I'm here with my family and we're leaving tomorrow, but just a very quick and express road trip to the north and visiting them and enjoying spending quality time with them. So I don't know how long this vlog will be because we're just gonna be here for a few hours honestly, but I think I might just make it a whole vlog into next week as well. Hey my loves, I am back in Madrid. It's been almost a week. Well, not really, but it's only Wednesday today. And I just wanted to catch up a little bit. I went to Santander over the weekend. I just filmed a few clips there. I was having quality time with my family and we just wanted to, I honestly just disconnected. But now I am back in the city. I've been working this week. I do have only half of the day, like an intensive work day, which is wonderful. So I can just make the most out of my afternoons and evenings because I'm not getting here super late. It's been very hot in the city. Ooh, actually, a very exciting announcement. Last Sunday was the World Cup final tournament and Spain won. So it was like a blast here in the city. Everyone went crazy celebrating and it was just so beautiful to see how the country kind of got reunited for like 2 days, and now I'm just having like a huge crash from all that hype, that it just happens to me every time I get super excited about something. I'm just like, but yeah, everyone's talking about it, everyone's celebrating. It's wonderful to see that atmosphere in the city, and it was like a very big milestone. But yeah, anyways, I went to the hair salon today. I did not do much. I just did baby highlights on my hair, like super golden and light and natural. I didn't want to overdo my blonde hair again like I used to be 3 years ago. It's been almost 3 years since I haven't touched my hair. So I don't know, I was very skeptical about it and I just went for little baby highlights to kind of bring a little bit more light into my face for the summer. And obviously once I go to the beach I'll get blonder, so that'll help. I also cut my hair a little bit just on layers. I didn't cut the length too much, but I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I don't think you guys can notice any different, but I do, and I really like it. Okay, more updates. I will be leaving tomorrow again for an express trip. I'm going to the north of Spain again, to La Coruña, which is where I always go for during the summer, and I'm actually going there just for the weekend for a baptism from my boyfriend's family. his nephew is getting baptized. So we're going there for the weekend. And again, it's going to be a super chill family reunion and just enjoying quality time and the weather and the food and everything. So I don't think I will vlog too much, but I'll try to get some content there. So this vlog's just going to be all over the place, but hopefully you enjoy it anyways. And then I did want to do a book update because it's been a while since I've done one of these. And even though I haven't like made a lot of progress in my reading, and I've had some DNFs during the journey since I last spoke about it, I still wanted to update you guys. So I think last time I checked on this, I was reading or starting to read Escucha mi voz, which is from an Italian author called Susanna Tamaro. And I actually read one of her books like 2 years ago. It's called Donde el corazón te lleve, with this wonderful cover. It's so whimsical, and just found it at home. I really liked the cover and the title, and so I picked it up, and it has become one of my favorite books ever. I have talked about it before. It is such a beautiful story on a grandmother's letter to her granddaughter, and she narrates all of her past and her history and the reason why she made certain decisions that kind of brings with herself until her death, and all of these like day-to-day things that surround us and how they transform us and they form us in our lives. And it is just such a beautiful story on life and the time passing by and the things we live that really make us who we are, right? And especially like the decisions we make. And it is just so beautiful and super easy to read. I really recommend this book. I actually gifted it to one of my best friends and she loved it. It's a very sentimental and nostalgic, melancholic book. So if you're into that, this is for you. And so after reading this book, I enjoyed it so much. I thought I should start reading the kind of second story about this one, but they're not fully together, but it is like kind of a second, chapter on this book, and it's called Escucha mi voz. This is like the granddaughter's answer to her mother and her grandmother and how she lives her side of the story and her perspective, and how all of those decisions that her mother and grandmother made have triggered her into becoming what she is today, and all of these questions that she has. And again, it's a very melancholic story, and it kind of navigates through the time passing by, even like the questions that haven't been answered also form us, right? So it's again a beautiful story. However, I did enjoy this one a lot more. Like, this was incredible. This second one, I kind of got lost a little bit into the narrative, but I really enjoyed it as well. I just love her style of writing. It's very simple, but it makes you feel certain ways that you didn't know you could in a very, very simple way, but it really touches your heart. So that's my book update on these two. And now I'm currently reading Hamnet. I got this one gifted from one of my other best friends. We went to watch the movie when it got released on the cinema. And I remember I was like, I had a terrible day. I just wanted to disconnect at the cinema. And I had no expectations whatsoever on what this film would be about. I had no clue what it was about. So it's just like, great plan, cinema with your best friend. I'll just laugh a little bit, whatever. I got fully traumatized on that movie. I just get emotional thinking about it. Like, it's definitely one of my favorite movies ever, if not my favorite. It is such a masterpiece. The way the actors transmit the characters' feelings is just incredible. For some reason, I felt connected and identified with Agnes's character. I don't know, I just felt her pain so deeply inside of me. And then all of the other characters was just a masterpiece, in my opinion. I think she actually won the best actress of the year or something like that, which I completely understand. Like, she got an Oscar for that, if I'm not wrong. But anyways, yeah, I absolutely loved that movie. I got wrecked, and I actually got a little bit obsessed with it, and I was just like thinking about it nonstop during that whole week. And so I had to kind of recover from that. But then she gave me this book and I was like, okay, I have to be ready to go through this again. And so I kind of left a few months pass by and intuitively I just picked it up like not even a week ago and I started reading it. I also think it's a perfect time to read it because it's based during the summer, most of the story, and we are now in summer, so it fits perfectly. But I am currently like 1/3, almost halfway through the book, and I started it like a few days ago. I am loving it. Of course, it represents everything that the film was about so far, and I just feel everything so intensely again, and I just love it. So I'm 100% sure I will adore this book as much as I did the film. And I'm planning on watching the film again once I finish the book with my boyfriend because he hasn't watched the movie, but I want to force him because it's something that everyone's got to watch, I think. Not only the story is beautiful, but like everything in the movie, like the scenes, the wardrobe, the nature, like it's just so beautifully presented. And in case you don't know what this is about, I'm not going to spoil you, but it is about William's Shakespeare family, wife, his children, and especially his son. So he had a son and he died. From his son's death, he creates the play that is hugely famous nowadays, Hamlet, which is the name of his son, and it also translates to Hamnet, so it's kind of the same name. And so the play kind of reflects his death in a very different story, and that play became extremely famous, and nowadays it's still a masterpiece. And so the story narrates that part, like the whole step to the creation of that play, involving everyone else in William Shakespeare's life. So not only him, but mainly, as I mentioned, his wife, his son, and it is just so beautiful. I am obsessed with his wife, the character of his wife, and I love the son. I just, it's so beautiful, this book, and it got me heartbroken. So like everyone talked about A Little Life, which is a devastating story I read like 2 years ago, and obviously it left me wrecked. But this one, it just touches you on a different kind of level. I feel like, I don't know, it awakened the mother in me and made me feel all the pain that she felt as if it were mine. But anyways, I've been talking for 15 minutes, so I'm just gonna stop it here for now. I just wanted to update you a little bit. I'll be heading to La Coruña tomorrow afternoon once I get out of the office. So I'll probably just start vlogging on Friday. By the way, I would love to have any book recommendations you might have. I also have a lot of books TBR, but I love some book recommendations. So feel free to put it down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Friday.